Welcome to Unstoppable You Now. Today we embark on a journey into the wild to discover the true meaning of greatness. Deep in the shadows of the ancient forest, a tiny ant marches forward, carrying a burden much heavier than his own body. He pauses to look up, witnessing a peacock displaying its vibrant feathers, a spectacle of colour that makes the ant feel invisible. A seed of envy is planted in his heart as he compares his plain, dark form to the dazzling beauty above him. Then he sees a butterfly dancing on the breeze, its delicate wings shimmering like jewels, moving with a freedom he never knew. The load on his back suddenly feels unbearable, a heavy reminder of his life of endless toil compared to such effortless grace. High above, a squirrel leaps with boundless energy from branch to branch, mocking the slow and steady pace of the tiny ant. Why was I created so small and insignificant, he wonders, while others were gifted with beauty, flight, and incredible speed? He withdraws from his colony, sitting alone in the shadows, letting the poison of comparison steal his joy and his purpose. His brothers and sisters continue their work, unaware that their friend has been paralyzed by the false belief that he is worthless. But nature has a way of leveling the playing field as dark clouds gather and the wind begins to whisper of danger. A sudden silence falls over the forest, followed immediately by the roaring fury of a storm that spares no one in its path. The rain comes down like bullets, turning the soft earth into mud and stripping the forest of its calm and peaceful beauty. The butterfly, once so graceful, now clings desperately to a twig, its heavy, wet wings unable to lift it to safety. The squirrel, stripped of its speed by the slippery branches, cowers in fear, unable to outrun the fury of the storm. Even the majestic peacock is humbled, its glorious feathers now a soaking weight that traps it in the rising mud and water. Yet, beneath the surface, the ant colony remains a fortress of safety, dry and secure, thanks to their meticulous planning and engineering. The little ant looks around at his dry home and suddenly realizes that his hard work was not a burden, but a blessing. He thinks of those he envied, now suffering above, and his jealousy is replaced by a sudden, powerful surge of compassion. He stands tall among his kin, rallying them with a new purpose, urging them to prepare for a dangerous rescue mission. United by a common goal, the colony moves as one living organism, marching towards the surface to face the storm together. They emerge into the chaos, linking their bodies together to form a living bridge, defying the wind and rain with sheer numbers. They find the butterfly trapped beneath a heavy leaf, and with coordinated effort, they lift the weight that she could not move alone. Freed from her prison, the butterfly looks at her tiny rescuers with gratitude, seeing not small insects, but mighty heroes. Next, they rush to the squirrel, frantically digging away the mud that has trapped his foot, working faster than any machine. The squirrel is released and bows his head in thanks, realizing that speed means nothing without the support of a community. Finally, they surround the peacock, tirelessly cleaning the heavy mud from his feathers, restoring his dignity with their patient, humble labor. As their work concludes, the storm begins to fade, and the golden sun breaks through the clouds to illuminate a changed world. The animals gather not as rivals, but as survivors, looking at the tiny ant with a newfound respect and deep admiration. The little ant no longer looks down at his feet in shame. He stands tall, knowing his worth is not in appearance. He realizes that true size is measured by the depth of one's character and the willingness to serve others in need. His diligence, his strength, and his ability to work with others were not weaknesses, but the very superpowers that saved the day. The butterfly rests beside him, no longer a symbol of envy, but a friend who understands that beauty is found in kindness. The forest blooms with new life, vibrant and resilient, teaching us that the darkest storms often reveal the brightest inner lights. He returns to his labor, but the weight on his shoulders is gone, replaced by a heart full of joy and purpose. Every creature has a role to play, and no role is too small when it contributes to the survival of the whole. We often waste our precious time looking at what others have, forgetting the incredible gifts that lie dormant within our own hands. Envy blinds us to our potential, but service opens our eyes to the immense power we hold to make a difference. As the sun sets, painting the sky in gold, the little ant finds a peace that no amount of beauty could buy. He is surrounded by the magic of the forest, knowing now that he is an essential part of this beautiful, complex masterpiece. He has learned that a big heart can make even the smallest creature the greatest giant in the entire animal kingdom. The world may judge by size and appearance, but destiny judges by courage, resilience, and the love we share with others. So he marches on, not just a worker, but a leader, a savior, and a true hero of the forest floor. Remember this story whenever you feel small or inadequate. Remember that your unique strengths are exactly what the world needs right now. Like the ant, you possess hidden talents and a strength that can weather any storm if you believe in yourself. Do not let envy steal your joy. Embrace who you are, for you are designed for a purpose only you can fulfill. Rest in the knowledge that your existence